Hello everyone, this is Jeff P. It is March 19th, 2022, and I am on YouTuber. I'm going to try and pronounce ARY55. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, maybe Ari55, but this man has a Nikon P1000 super zoom camera with night vision capability, and what he captured in Kansas City during the sunset was quite spectacular. Some of you may know this object, the Dobbs object, for those who follow this winged visitor on a 200-day orbit, according to Dobbs. But before we go into this, I really didn't ever really want to show a video like this because too many trolls would try and say that this was an airplane, a chemtrail, something else. Well, folks, before we get into that, what this man captured with his Nikon P1000 super zoom camera, let's see what a Nikon P1000 camera can show in this video of an airplane zoomed in very close. This one in particular isn't showing any chemtrails, but we're going to get to that also in this very video. Watch what happens, just to show you when this thing zooms all the way in, what a plane would look like zoomed all in, and the power of this zoom. It's spectacular. So it's very short. And let's zoom out a little more. And I'm going to show you two zooms. One with the contrails. Not chemtrails, that's a whole nother topic. But let's just watch just how far and zoomed in this P1000 camera can do. The next short video will show you the same thing with contrails zoomed in far as well. And I'm going to show you something that's going to hopefully completely shatter any idea that what I'm going to show you is an airplane. This object has a, look at this thing zooming out. Going, gone. Wow. Right? Then, let's watch him zoom in on what someone might say was what I was going to show you, the Dobbs object, zoomed in nice and tight. And what I'm showing you here isn't even going to be close to what you're going to see. Number one, you could see the plane. Number two, you can see, let's see. Number two, this plane is leaving contrails that are basically perfectly parallel to one another. And the plane is in front of this. With this thing zoomed almost all the way in, this thing is actually getting a V pattern. These are almost captured heading down. Nowadays, in Kansas, this was captured on January 31st, or at least posted on January 31st, just barely a month ago. This object. Now, let's watch this video that was captured and brought to you in 4K. I had to go through a lot of work to get that level because most screen recorders would record in even 1080p. And here we go. And there was a single screenshot taken of this object as well, in incredible high definition, which is absolutely shocking, of this footage. I will post this entire video, and you should really just go see it on Ari's channel. I'll leave a link in the description box. And here it is zoomed in, and at this level of focus, it almost looks like smoke, but it's actually electric, at least upon this flash prism of light. And here we see this horned, not a planet, folks. This is not Planet X. It does have the winged tail. It is kissing the Earth's atmosphere. But the interesting thing is, those who follow this channel, it sits there and sits there. It looks like it's going to strike the Earth, but it doesn't, and goes right back out. I believe this to be a comet that is orbiting around another higher gravity planet, probably Planet X or one of the blue Kachinas. And those are following this on the Dave Dobbs channel have seen this on a 200-day orbit. So not a planet, a comet. It almost looks like it crashes, takes forever. Becky Lewis on the Dave Dobbs channel saw this thing, and it literally came in black. And many trolls would try to say that this was a chemtrail plane or something, right? Some people, YouTubers. Let's look at some close-up videos of this still shot. And this week's couple of pictures here are freaking phenomenal, actually. We could just see just how electric this thing is getting. And then some of the other fantastic captures. Let's look at this one here. Let's see where we're at here. I want to point out in this, notice that we see here is a round, something round here actually, right here. I can't draw on the screen. Hold on. Let me get the, you see my cursor here. See how this looks round in nature right here. Now let's just go a couple more. And then we're going to zoom that in for you. And another shot that was a super zoom. These were shared to us. Yeah, folks. What do you think? Does that look like an airplane to you? How about a little more zoom? Let's just zoom in nice and tight. How about that, folks? Does that look like anything from an airplane? Look like there's like explosions and stuff coming off. Look at how this thing is like just exploding like electric, like a moving volcano. Look at that. And this, I mean, dang. Doesn't it look like the dragon's mouth, these long jagged teeth right here? How wild is that? See here, like this mouth? Whoa. That, folks, is quite amazing to me. So here we are zooming in on this object, and we can see that this thing has definitely gotten more electric as it lit up and made the sky a little blue. As we zoomed in, here we get what appears to be like a volcano. Wormwood, folks. That's what I want to call it. What is wormwood? The second angel sounded. Something like a great mountain burning with fire was thrown into the sea. And a third of the sea became blood. And the third of living creatures in the sea died. And the ships were destroyed. There are some people that wanted to call Planet X Wormwood. But it's a planet. And if a planet was to hit the Earth, it would be game over. Just shut the book right there. There's no more rest of the book of Revelation to read. It's over, but that's not what happens. It appears to be a great mountain was thrown into the sea. Wormwood. I think Wormwood was dragged in by the Planet X system, and behold. So let me show you another thing that I already caught in the night sky. Remember, this camera has night vision. Now, how many times have you seen it on my channel, this big red blob looking thing show up? Because these cameras could see in the infrared spectrum, and that's why this thing is visible. Now I think we captured here literally is the Planet X traveling at extremely high speeds. So I will leave a link to this video, but I would like to show you, he captured this down here. I hope that you're watching this, by the way, on your laptop, because what I'm showing you right now and on this entire video was in 4K, and he's showing in 4K, so you're just going to miss it. If you're going to look on a little cell phone and you didn't see the lightning sparks coming off and the face of the dragon, that's because you're either you have bad eyesight or you didn't watch it on your really nice cell phone set to 4K. So I wish I should have said that in the beginning, but we're going to go back to that in a second. Okay, he took his Nikon P1000 and set it in the night sky and just hit record, and he had several frames, black frames, and watched the whole video. And then lo and behold, he shows at the bottom just for 1/30th of a second, according to what he said, I believe he's accurate, that'd be about the speed of this thing, that he showed a little black dot that showed up, a red dot. This appeared for 1/30th of a second, and then it's gone. This planet is flying by, and I believe what we see is orbiting around this sky. Planet X, Nibiru, not Wormwood, because if this thing hit the planet, just shut the Bible. The book of Revelation isn't finished. It's over, but that's not what the story is. That is a pretty incredible catch of the night sky vision, and he probably caught it during the sunset as well. Dave Dobbs has caught this as well. So let me go back to one of these videos, and in this one, be sure this little setting here, because I went to a lot of work to make this in 4K for you. You take this little gear icon, you see quality, it's in 4K, 2160 4K. All right, make sure you set it to that. You click on it and you'll see right here. You want to see it like in my video. Make sure you do it. If not, well, just pick the highest definition you can. So this is what he caught. This is the thumbnail. This is probably coming straight at us at this point. And let's go to Dave Dobbs' object. According to Dave Dobbs, 19,000 subs. He's been tracking this object. He has a timeline that's 200 days. And here's a list of the dates. I'll leave a link to this as well. But at 200 days from this sighting here would almost put this thing landing at about September 1st. Would put us about 200 days out. Becky Lewis had captured the similar one. I'm not even going to play the video because I wouldn't want to get anybody upset. But I will leave a link, and you will see at this section of the video, he plays a list of people who have played this video. 2 of objects. And now, by the way, Becky Lewis had caught this. This was in Indiana during the evening, setting the sun. And last but least, I wanted to show you some interesting stuff from Mr. MB3. I thought this was lovely, right? What are they doing? This was in Nashville just a couple days ago. In fact, it was St. Patrick's Day, right? Look at this. What are they doing, folks? I could tell you what they're doing. They're hiding Planet X. They don't want you to see this thing coming in. Those are like normal clouds. Something very weird, isn't it? Yeah, I thought that was quite beautiful. Let's go back and look at this still shot real quick once more. I thought this was just amazing what we have here. Now, again, I hope you have your 4K turned on, because you're really missing out on this. Almost looks like a volcano erupting as it's like coming at us. In this spectacular shot, there are a lot of demons and everything, these nebulous creatures of the deep, evil world that can manipulate smoke and everything else and show their faces and everything. Yeah, 4K. Thanks again, Ari. I hope you really appreciate this video. Please copy, like, and share. Go to all the links that I sent you in the description box. And we'll see you at the Lord's Supper. Have a blessed day.